Our next question for Fact or Fiction, Oklahoma. Tulane had a nice little comeback. They kept it interesting, but our Fact or Fiction is in a losing effort against Oklahoma, Nebraska actually has hope for the season.
This was strangely Scott Frost, maybe his best coaching performance in a loss to Oklahoma. And I say that because it felt like all was lost, after the Illinois game. And immediately, there's rumors about Scott Frost, and are they going to go fire him at the end of the year? Can they buy him out? And then, they go out, they beat an FCS team in Fordham. They don't look that great, but they beat Buffalo. And everyone's expecting them to get blown out by Oklahoma. I'm still not sure if it says more about Oklahoma or Nebraska, but it was a great game for Nebraska.
Well, because the jury's still out on Oklahoma for the elite status this year for college football, right? We're still trying to figure them out a bit. And I just don't trust Martinez at quarterback. So I'm not willing to say that they're – what is success this year for Nebraska?
Well, I also think –
how would they be judged?
Nebraska, their fan base – right now, they are looking for crumbs of possible success. They're searching for it. They're going under the couch cushions looking for quarters. Anything they can get to believe in Scott Frost, they're willing to buy in. They want to buy in. Most fan bases across America right now, if it wasn't the heroic former quarterback coaching them that you paid a lot of money to get, they'd be looking for every reason to be out on the guy. So I think just any incremental success this year for Nebraska will be reason enough to stick with Scott Frost. Another reason is $10 million, I think it is, in buyout money they would owe him if they fired him. So they're definitely looking for reasons to keep him.
And reason for hope, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they showed last week, I guess.
Well, and we're going to talk about it in our picks later, with Warren Moon also, who will be picking this game. But Nebraska, Michigan State tonight, if Nebraska is truly improving, right, if that was really a sign that they're getting closer to where Scott Frost wants to be with that program, you go to Michigan State and win. I mean, that would be a big statement. They're only a 5-point underdog in that game. Huge opportunity tonight for Scott Frost in Nebraska.
Yeah, I think it's now or never, really, for this Nebraska team. You have a little bit of hope. I think that we all are agreeing on that part now. You have to make it, and it's a huge game for them this week. Build upon what we're referring to as success from last week, even in that losing effort. But, yeah, Adrian Martinez, he's still Adrian Martinez. Like, I think that's ultimately the problem with Nebraska is he hasn't improved, and everything that the Nebraska offense is built around is just Adrian Martinez. When it all breaks down, he goes and scrambles, and that's the offense. And it's like you don't know week to week what you have. You
cannot be consistent with that.
Yeah.
Well, and if Scott Frost ultimately does not succeed at Nebraska, it's always going to be intertwined with Adrian Martinez. Those two will be constantly with each other. They are married at the hip right now. And the lack of success in Nebraska, to me, is tied to Scott Frost's inability to find a better option than Adrian Martinez. The problem with quarterbacks like Adrian Martinez is they do just enough. In that Oklahoma game, I saw just enough with his running ability. And he made some good passes down the field where you see just enough to where you think, okay, maybe this guy can ultimately get it done. But I think ultimately it's just a big tease, and that's sort of what Adrian Martinez has been throughout his career at Nebraska, and it's hurt Scott Frost.
They went to Luke McCaffrey halfway through last season, and then they decided, it was too early. We made a change too quickly. They went back to Adrian Martinez, and I think that's just a little microcosm of what Nebraska has done. You know what, Chad? You've successfully waited long enough.
Really?
We are now going to be bringing in the Peg Leg Porker, the best barbecue in Nashville.
Wow.
It smells so good, you guys.
This is just Chad's, by the way.
This is just Chad's?
Yeah, that's just Chad's
Will you share?
Maybe. We'll see. Should I try a little brisket?
I think eating on camera is going to be the best
What you do is you don't fear the fat, all right? See the fat on this? You don't take it off. You eat it. So I'm going to try it right now. Here we go.
We're anxiously waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's a sweet spot right there.
All right.
Good. Perfect.
He's going to wait to down that sausage off camera.
Perfect. Yeah.
I love it. Well, you know what?
Sausage is next.
Yeah,
next.
I think we should go to a break now so we can actually get in on some of this as well.
I'll do it.
Stick with us. More on Outkick the Tailgate right after this.